Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good? Honestly, I should have switched to a sword and just went crazy, but to actually see the future of my show doing well and holding on to an amazing moment, in my opinion, when it comes down to his grief, when it comes down to his sorrow, all of these mistakes that he made, he had no choice but to just go over everything on the battlefield. He was so disgruntled and distraught. My man was so close to just calling it quits that it blew my mind to know uh, he let himself get into that situation. As soon as you start seeing, there's all these bodies and they took their time and they went out of their way to take one thing away from, you know, everything else. That's a red flag. The other part of it is while you were traveling here and they had gotten ambushed or they gotten attacked and whatever happened, how is it that you are in this place and you don't think about looking around the surrounding areas? You find some bodies and you completely tunnel vision on them to the point where I hate the other characters because they're calling our main dude a monster, while on the flip side, they could have been scouting. Like, he would have paid his respect to those people by, praying to Gracefield, which is one of the most respectful things you can do. And after they were done scouting, they could have came back. But as he is just like them and he was grieving and, praying for them, hoping the best for them, he lost track of everything too. So to call him a monster, even though y'all did the same thing in the same situation, just showing you that you're both human and you both have, the same types of feeling, it blew my mind to know that by saving them the way that he does, is the reason why they call him a monster. Is the reason why they use his name of the Wyvern Killer almost as if, yeah, he kills wyverns, so why are we not surprised by coming out here? We are fighting something even crazier than a wyvern and about to pay for it, right? Like, that is the only thing they are seeing at this moment because it's not going in their favor because they feel as if in this situation it's only going to be in a matter of time before something else goes wrong and there's nothing else really to worry about with their own well-beings. But we say that at the same time, they all knew what was they knew what was going in. If you can't tell me that they knew they were gonna fight a giant demon boss and one capable of destroying like a whole entire village, you can't because that was the whole entire premise of Will's stand. I'm going to go and fight the strong demon that did what it did. That's what I'm gonna do, and I need people to do it. If you thought you were gonna go out there and come back perfectly fine because you have a wyvern killing on your hand, the people that did get to come back is because of that wyvern killer, bro. Like, oh, I was so salty at these characters saying things, but of course, Will being the person that he is, he took it, smiled, and turned it into his own positive reinforcement. Unfortunately, though, he is about to probably go out and fight that Chimera, not knowing where it has fled off to, seeing all of its other soldiers fall. Like, this demon made a smart choice by just running from humans who they feast on, right? Like, oh no, I'm not going against no demon blade that's over there. Every single person that got a hit on Will, he practically absorbed it right back after killing them and having other people hunting him down. So that's one of the most badass things you can do. And yes, I know about the review that was out there and the person that said the things that they were saying, and I also had a comment on it. But at the end of the day, guys, this is what I love about anime. Because guess what? I don't care. He could have said a bunch of facts, and it wouldn't change the fact that I love this show, that I am going to champion this show, that I am going to show you or show you tell you everything that I loved from each and every episode, to the point where if you even you have an episode that you dislike, there might be things that I found to like in it, or there's probably things I've disliked about it too. That's the whole point of having shows do what it is that they want to do. Stop trying to control people and want more of what they're supposed to do, in your opinion, because you would do it that way, and more or less allow the show to just be what it is. Because at the end of the day, nothing's going to turn out perfect unless you write it. And guess what? Someone's going to read it and not going to think it's perfect. Like, there's going to be someone out there. So that's the ultimate thing about what I want with this community. I don't care fully about trying to change your opinion to match my own. I would love to hear your opinion. I would love to see if I can understand it, put myself in the position to, you know, be like, yeah, I agree with this and this and this and this. But if I hear it and I don't agree with it, then don't be mad at that too, right? Because this world wasn't always meant to for people just to full blown agree with everything. Regardless, let's keep a good, you know, keep it going how we got it going. Either we're not talking to each other in the chat, or we are just talking about what we enjoy. And there's nothing wrong with that. No one could take that from you. And that's why it's easier to talk for longer periods of time, because I love these shows. And I'm about to talk about a show I love even more than any of these shows I talked about today. So, with that being said, have an awesome one. I hope I see y'all in the next one. Please do like, subscribe. I have to say that now. If you made it this far, it would be greatly appreciated. Your boy knows about season 2 already announced, so it kind of makes the finale episode a little bit weaker, but not necessarily, right? Like, we're still getting episode 12, and it's called The Faraway Paladin, probably for a reason. And I can't wait to see what it's about to translate and what it sets up for our second season. Everybody have an awesome one, and I will definitely talk to y'all in the next one. Peace. This is the weirdest fight I've ever had with an NPC. He's just dancing around me. Ugh.